Look, I can leave the key in your bedside table so when you get back...
No, it's too dangerous. You keep it.
Okay, that'll make you feel better.
And be careful, please. They'll be after you.
What the heck? Who's there?
Renee?
Yeah.
I'm Melanie. From Wanaka?
Oh, g'day.
Do you usually come home looking like you're looking for landmines?
No, I've been dealing with a paranoid patient. It's sort of catchy.
I was starting to get a bit edgy myself, lurking out here. Chris gave me a key, but I left it in Wanaka, didn't I?
Yeah, well, come on in. Chris should have been home. He left 4 hours ago. So you've decided to escape the deep south?
Sure have. Decided to come back and check out my boy.
Ambulance calendar. What is this?
Hey, dude.
Stevie, you know anything about this?
Let's have a look. Ambulance service, thank you very much for your application. Hey, they want to use it for the calendar, man. Good on you.
They want me to try out for the calendar. The funny thing is, I can't remember applying.
Well, you know, word gets around. They must have heard there was a hunk down at Shortland Street.
Thank you for your application, it says. Who applied then?
Okay, it was me. Look, you need the exposure, pal.
Not this kind, I don't.
Look, it's all done in the best possible taste. Look, it's quality PR. You're not only a fine ambulance officer, Sam, but you are one strapping hunk of humanity.
Get off.
It'll probably be September. Wearing nothing but a bunch of daffodils in your hand and a smile on your face.
Who would want to look at me for a month?
There will be those who will never want September to end.
I'm not going to do it.
Sam, there is no point in hiding your light under a bushel. You've got what it takes. Could be the start of something very big.
Not if I've got anything to do with it.
I've had the most brilliant idea for food for the opening of the new wing. I thought I'd have a huge heart-shaped cake, you know, with red icing, and serve it with Bloody Marys.
That sounds like a Halloween party.
Ah, well, chips and dip then, finger food, boring.
Jesus, Giuseppe Maria, my God, what have they done to my shop?
I hate it. I'm going to throw up. I'm going to scream. I don't know what I'm going to do, Curse.
Oh, it's not that bad.
I'm going to kill Nick Harrison. I don't know how yet, but it's going to be extremely painful, and it's going to take 3 years.
This is the latest. I mean, there's no such thing as a plain wall these days. I love your choice of colours.
Oh, my God, that's the worst part. They're all wrong. Totally, utterly, completely wrong.
It's only me. Mind you, first thing in the morning I can scare anyone.
I'd say you look just fine.
Thank you, sir.
Tea?
Yes, please.
What is Crystal sleeping off the reunion?
I didn't make it home.
Oh, not quite the way you planned it, huh? Oh, good morning. Good night?
Oh, no, not really.
Could have been a lot better.
Oh, what are you doing here?
I thought you might be pining.
Wally has been off his food.
I've settled it all in Wanaka. I've sold the practice, the money's in the bank.
Oh, you're a fast mover.
Yeah, when I know where I want to be.
Well, I wish I'd have known. I'm sorry.
Well, I know what it's like. I'm a doctor too, remember? Late night call-out.
Yep, and I was all set for a lonely night at home. This kid at the clinic, his liver's packing up.
That sounds tough.
Yeah. Sorry, it's just this kid's really been on my mind. Oh, it's so good to see you.
How good?
I quite like it. The colours are neat. But Gina's ready to kill Nick and Stuart.
Well, I'm sure it had nothing to do with shoddy workmanship. For a bright boy, he's very good with his hands.
Well, whatever. Gina's not a happy camper.
Well, Gina's not cut out for decision-making. And I doubt whether her instructions were exactly crystal clear. And, of course, she's got no idea of colour.
How's the opening going, Kirsty?
Good, but it's costing.
No expense spared, but stay within the budget.
I can get a good deal on invitations, and if Gina gets her brain back, I should save some on catering.
Sounds like you're doing a great job.
A shame I can't help Kirsty with the arrangements. I've organised some slap-up do's in my time.
This place would grind to a halt if you left the desk, Marge.
In the early days, I used to do it by myself, and I'm still doing it by myself.
It's only for a short time, and if anyone can cope single-handed, you can.
And for exactly the same wages, which are barely enough to keep body and soul together.
Okay, who wants to update these patient files?
Ah, how's my boy going?
Could I run through them?
Sure, come up.
He's comfortable.
Oh, what does that mean exactly? You could be dying and still be comfortable.
He had a very good night, Marge, and he's looking very perky to me.
Oh, well, I'll pop in and see him later. When I get a break from here, of course, I'm managing solo at the moment. He'll just have to wait.
My God, Marge, you're looking ravishing. They want him for the calendar.
Oh, Sam, for the tryouts.
Mm-hmm. And he doesn't want to know.
Of course he doesn't want to know. He wasn't brought up like that, was he?
I don't think that's the problem. I think he thinks that he hasn't got it.
Yeah, well, that's what makes him so special.
So what are we going to do? We want him to have fun, remember? And the shake isn't going to get him anywhere.
Fun. Dancing. Sam loves to dance.
Right, of course, he's a great mover.
Of course he's a great movie. He's hot.
Lab results for Josh Dalton.
Oh, thanks, Marge. Chris is waiting for those.
And when you dance, right, you get hot. Like really, 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 really hot.
Really?
Yeah,
It's like a kid's painting, a dog's dinner, a mad person's breakfast.
I said the dude that cut his ear off was mad, but look at him now, he's worth millions. He's dead. Not waiting that long to be appreciated.
Could be sooner than you think.
We shouldn't look at a work of art before it's finished.
What are you talking about? You haven't even started yet, because you've done it in all the wrong colours.
Now, hang on. I know there's a bit of touching up to do, but those colours are exactly what you wanted.
Never. I never chose these colours.
You gave them to me on a bit of paper and I went into the paint shop and that's what I got.
I'm going mad.
That's because you've got no vision. But Stewie and I, we're breaking new ground here, aren't we? Hey, leave me out of it, mate. I'm just in it for the money.
Oh, you can forget about that. I'm not paying either of you a bean. Not until it's all done again and done properly and done on time and in the right colours.
Oh, how's that mystery man in his satchel?
Randall, they're both doing fine. He's still looking over his shoulder, though.
But you can't be too careful. I mean, Marge could be a mole for the CIA or KGB. A sleeper just waiting to be reactivated.
I've got enough on my plate, thank you very much.
Was Chris working late last night?
I don't know. He could have been. He was worried about Josh.
Marjorie, take one look at this and tell me if you like what you see and if you'd pay to see more for the pleasure.
What's a photo of Sam? Why have you done that with his face?
Well, I didn't know you were so familiar with Sam's body parts, Marge. Anyway, answer the question. As a red-blooded woman, would you pay to see more?
More of what?
He means the entire package.
Unwrapped.
You mean as in striptease? I see you with the Italian stallion.
You're a fan, Marge.
Oh, no, I've just read about it.
He's a great dancer. What's all this about?
That's just an idea I've got. Maybe a show.
Who else have you got lined up?
Who else have you got in mind?
I can think of one or two.
Me?
Oh, yeah. Chuckles the clown gets his gear off.
No way, I'm just telling Scarlett. But I know where I'm going to look.
Well, keep your hands off Stuart, eh?
Have you got it for him, Marge?
Chance it'd be a fine thing.
I thought you might have found your way to the wards by now, Mills. There's work to be done.
Indeed, there is.
I won't even ask what that was all about. Let's get you to a seat. Kirsty, a wheelchair, please. Can you tell me your name?
It's Rebecca Bradford.
Hi, Rebecca. I'm Karen. We'll take you through in a minute, get a doctor to have a look at you. Are you a mother?
No, I'm a teacher. We've been in a school camp this week, and she was okay till last night, and this terrible coughing started last night with a fever. She's got worse and worse.
Right, well, if you can give the details to Marge, we'll get hold of her parents. Let's go, Rebecca.
Rebecca Bradford. And the address?
Well, they say there's money in food. What do you think?
Chris, look at it. Disaster city. I'm just about ready to slash my wrists. Hi, you must be Melanie. I just wish we could have met under happier circumstances.
Mel, this is Gina. She's insane, but apart from that, she manages to run the business quite well.
Hi, Gina.
Look at it. It's my fault. I should never have let Nick loose on it. But it was such a good quote. And I thought he had a brain. Now he's got to do it all over again. And the colours.
Well, I think they're great. It's very Arizona-ish, very deserty.
Very in for a coffee shop.
You mean you like it?
Well, it needs a bit of finishing off, but no, it's fine. So, is there any coffee going? Apart from Gina, what do you think?
It's all right. I take it they don't serve any rubbish or healthy food.
More or less. You're disappointed, aren't you?
What happened to the idea of the women's clinic? I could get excited about that.
It's not forgotten, but you know, this came up, and like I said, it's a great little earner. Don't worry, we'll get round to the real stuff.
Have you got money to burn, Chris Warner?
Well, not quite, but there's no need to go without. Besides, we got the most important thing.
Okay, now breathe out. Good. Breathe out. Have you been feeling sick for a while now? Or just since last night? And you didn't feel sick until then?
I had a cold.
For how long?
About 2 weeks.
And did you see a doctor? Did you get anything for it?
No.
Pulse, respiration, blood pressure, all up. Temperature 38. It's pneumonia, isn't it?
Rebecca, we need to know if you're allergic to any drugs.
I don't know.
Oh, sometimes certain drugs have strange effects on people. Do you know if you've ever had penicillin before?
I don't know. You'll have to ask my dad.
Sure. Look, could you see if Marge has had a talk with her parents? Hey, don't worry. We'll have you feeling heaps better soon.
It's looking good. You comfortable?
Yes, thank you, Doctor. But my mind is not easy. My satchel, is it safe?
As houses.
That's scarcely reassuring. New Zealand is such an innocent country. It would be so simple for anyone of evil intent to take advantage. What about you? You haven't noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Well, I'm just starting to wonder what's in the satchel.
You don't want to know. Ignorance is your best defense. To know more would place you in the gravest danger.
Okay, we'll stay cool. Look, you're going to be out of here in a couple of days, but believe me, while you're with us, you're safe.
Oh, my God! Where you hiding?
Steve! What? Look, it's okay. It's just Ness Mills. The only thing lethal about him is his sense of humour.
You take it easy, Mr. Hoffman.
So you got yourself another psycho patient?
Well, he's just got an aversion to hyperactive nurses. He's not alone.
Sorry, it's just that I have a dream.
Oh, what are you trying to sell?
Steam heat. You recall our night of Truth, Dare, and Promise?
Unfortunately, yes.
Something I will never forget. The way you sashayed down that corridor in your little nurse's uniform.
I can still see his legs.
Steady.
You're a natural. Absolutely. You're a natural talent. You're a showstopper. You deserve a much wider audience. And that's why I'm here. I'm gonna make you a star.
Hi, Linda.
Doctor? I'm ready if you are.
Josh's liver deterioration is still continuing. The treatment has slowed it down, but that's all. And the biopsy confirms continuing damage to the liver cells.
In other words, he's dying.
Yes.
Some days I've wanted you to tell me this. I hate seeing him suffer.
There is one other thing we can do. It can't be done here, only overseas. I'd like to talk to some doctors in Australia and see if we can arrange a transplant. We've got to try. It's our only hope.
I really thought I was achieving some kind of a balance in my life. But now it's chaos again. I feel like I'm in a black hole. I feel like I can't breathe.
Like the walls are closing in on you.
Exactly. I mean, just look at them.
Oh, Gina. I thought we were talking about a major personal catastrophe here.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, this is my life. Do you know how many hours I spend in this place?
I like it. Colour's very stylish.
Chris liked them too.
Oh, well, in that case, you're in big trouble.
Right, boss. Slaves are here.
Good luck.
Go for it, Nick. I still think you're an idiot, but everyone around here seems to love your colours, so get painting.
But I've just been back to the paint shop and got your colours.
I'm not going to go against a huge wave of public opinion. Around here, the customer's always right, so back to the paint shop.
No. Open the tin, Stewie.
Don't you dare.
Well, I might as well. You got the same colour again, Nick? Bull, I got what Madam here wanted in the first place, and that's what she's gonna get. Check it out, Picasso.
A transplant would mean I've got to get Josh to Sydney or Brisbane. Where's that kind of money coming from?
Well, we've just got to find it, haven't we?
Sure, I might win lotto this week. Josh has been sick a long time. He's had all sorts of treatment I've had to pay heaps for. I've got nothing. No house, just a beat-up car. I don't even know how I'm going to pay this place.
I'll give you time.
And where do we stay in Australia? I've read about people waiting months for the right donor. And then how much is such a huge operation going to cost?
Plenty. Look, we're going to have to think this through.
There's no point. I'm going to have to watch Josh die because I haven't got the money to save him.
But there are those who have.
Thank you, Mr. Binns.
Thanks. Marjorie, keep a hold on yourself, but for a mere $20, you can have a night like you've never had before.
Oh, it's not really my cup of tea, Steve. Yeah, sweaty bodies, rippling muscles, all that private paraphernalia on show.
Well, you talked me into it. Come on, Madge, it'll be a hoot.
Yeah, it'll be a cultural breakthrough, the end of repression, a new era of freedom, and you'll be riding on the forefront of it.
More like a table at the back. You do talk some rubbish, you know, Steve. Now, just make sure I get my money's worth.
Satisfaction guaranteed. I'm just going to do a spot of enlarging on the photocopy. Don't worry, Marge. I'll put it on the code for mental health.
Everything under control, Kirsty? Everything except the florist. They're all so expensive.
Well, if you want a decent show, you've got to pay for it.
Maybe you could go to the markets, get the flowers wholesale and do it yourself. I wouldn't know a dandelion from a daisy.
But we both know someone who does. You're a whiz at flowers.
Yes, well, I always do the flowers at the church, and the fathers are always extremely complimentary.
You're just the person for the job.
I don't know whether I've got the time.
Please. I just know if you do it, it'll lift the whole occasion.
Oh, well, I don't want to see it done badly.
That's wonderful. We're very grateful, aren't we, Kirsty?
Yeah, thanks, Madge. Any word on Rebecca's parents yet?
No.
Damn, we can't start treatment until I've talked to them.
I'll ring again now.
Thank you.
Let me get this straight. You want me to take my clothes off to music in front of a horde of screaming, adoring women?
In a nutshell, yes.
Sure, so long as the security's tight.
Wait, you don't want to be killed in the rush?
Exactly.
You too, Guy.
No. Because Chris seemed so happy with it that I thought I wouldn't want to steal his thunder. All right, okay. Put me in charge of refunds.
Oh, come on, mate. It'll be a laugh. You'll enjoy it.
Something I can do for you, Steve?
No. No, not this time.
This transplant for Josh Dalton.
You'll support me trying to organise it?
Yep, every step of the way, but I'd like to see the case notes so I'm properly informed.
Oh, yeah. There should be some good press for the clinic, you know.
Right. Just get the notes to me.
Yeah. Oh, Michael, there was something else. I was wondering, with the new wing opening, whether you'll be looking for extra medical staff.
Yeah, I've already got some possibilities lined up.
It's just that Melanie's moved up here permanently, and she is an excellent doctor.
You're fine. I'll keep her in mind.
Feeling better?
Yeah, compared to how I was. At least I'm eating now, so I'm not going to waste away.
That's good.
I keep getting better and better, and that poor kid. I keep wondering, what if he was mine?
Can only be thankful he's not.
I don't know how you do it when they're so young and sick.
That's all part of the job. And most of the time we can help. It's sad when we can't.
There's still a chance with a transplant, though, isn't there?
Oh, that's all that's left.
How much would it cost?
Heaps. I'm not exactly sure. 150,000?
Oh.
Yeah. There's no way Linda can afford it.
Look, I'm going to need a cell phone. Can you get Mum to bring mine in?
Sure.
Thank you.
Whoa, hang on, mate. There is something very screwy going on here. Guy in the shop got the colours wrong. Twice. Now, didn't you say that Gina gave you a piece of paper that had the colours on it?
Yeah. Here it is.
And you took that into the paint shop? Yep. Matched up with the colour chart on the wall and got the guy to tint it. Oh, look, I was right. Same colours. Gina definitely needs a new brain. The old one's had it. Well, if she does, you'll be the next in queue, mate. Nick, that's green and that's yellow. That's gold and that's terracotta. You're colourblind, mate.
Well, you won't be making it back to school camp, Rebecca, but we'll have you on your feet before long.
This is Rebecca's first time in hospital.
So what do you think of the place? Not too scary, is it? OK, well, don't you worry, and good night. Dr. Fleming will have you feeling better soon.
I want to get us started on a course of antibiotics right away. What do you think?
Without parental consent, I think it's too risky.
Michael, I'm sick of waiting. I can't stand by and see her getting worse when we could fix it so easily.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it won't come to that. You're just going to have to wait a bit longer.
Rebecca's parents, they're here. Oh, thank goodness. Look, Rebecca, just going to go and get your parents.
Something of a crisis with Josh, I hear, last night.
Says who? I was so tired he slept right the way through.
I thought Chris was called back.
I'd know about it if he was. I didn't see Chris all night.
Good night.
Hi, I'm Meredith Fleming. I'm so pleased you're here. Rebecca has pneumonia, but now that you're here, we can help. She's going to need penicillin. So
We can't allow that.
Sorry?
No penicillin.
Oh, she's allergic, is she? Well, in that case, there's plenty of other drugs that are just as effective.
No, Dr. Fleming. Rebecca's not to receive any drugs whatsoever.
But without drugs, we can't help her. There's every chance she could die.
Nevertheless, my wife and I say no to your kind offer of help. We don't believe in using drugs of any kind.
Is it you or is it me? Lately I've been lost, it seems. I think the change is what I need. If I'm looking for a chance or a dream, Shortland Street. Taking time to hold my place. Yesterday's another race, just living for the times we've seen. When the writing on the wall says I'll be Shortland Street. If you want to find a way of searching for another world, it's hard to see. Shortland Street.
Shortland Street was made with the help of your broadcasting fee, so you can see more of New Zealand on air.